Hey guys, it's Jesse Wayne 21 here. I just added MCMO to the Stomps server, so a couple of people have already asked for a brief overview of what this plugin is, how it works, so I wanted to go ahead and give you a short synopsis of that. I'm by no means a professional at this. There are probably 1,000 other videos out there. I just wanted to give you a personal experience really quick. So, what MCMMO does is it tries to create a massive online multiplayer experience, just like you would see in other games, where it's very RPG-esque. You have leveling up of skills and abilities. The higher levels you get, the more useful those abilities become. And it's a pretty good plugin. It's very old. It's very well developed. A lot of you may even remember it from Stompzcraft way back in the day. 4 or 5 years ago. The server used to run it in a much earlier version. So it gives you a lot of extra things to do. It really rewards a lot of hard work. Really makes building and mining and excavating and cutting down trees much more rewarding and useful, and actually encourages you to keep playing the game when much earlier you might have already quit. Okay, so a couple of the commands. The first one is MC rank. Doing that will show you your rank compared to all the other players on the server for all the different skills. So we have things like mining, acrobatics, axis, tree cutting, herbalism, repair, so on and so forth. So there's a lot of different abilities. These abilities can be used by right-clicking, and then it will raise your axe or your fist or ready your pickaxe or something, and that's basically prompting you saying, okay, do you want to use this ability? All the abilities have some type of cooldown, and they only last for so long. So I'm going to show you the tree cutter or tree feller ability here real quick. I'm going to ready my axe, and then all I have to do is hit the tree once, and it will cut them down. So the green fireworks went off indicating that the ability started, and then the red went off indicating that the ability was over. So really short time because I'm really low level right now. As you get a higher level, that will increase tremendously. You'll have more time. Your cooldown will be pretty short as well. Okay, for each ability, you could do things like slash woodcutting. This will show you what that ability is. There's sometimes multiple abilities, so you could do leaf blower as well. It shows you when you unlock things, so like leaf blower is unlocked once you get to level 100. Right now my tree feller length is only 2 seconds, so like I said, it's really short. It gives me my current XP, my remaining XP, so on and so forth, and my current level, as well as my cooldown over there. So you can increase this skill just by harvesting trees. So I don't want to harvest any of those. I'm going to hop over here real quick. Probably get attacked by the spider. But as I harvest this birch wood, and get the spider out of my way, as I harvest this birch wood and continue to go faster and faster, you can see my XP is increasing. Okay, so that's what we like to see for any of these skills, is that our levels will increase and they become more and more useful. Okay, so some of my favorite things, definitely herbalism. Herbalism has this ability, once you have some seeds, there's a chance that after you harvest some wheat, that it will automatically replant behind you. So I'm going to see. Right there it did it. So right there, I didn't have to plant those seeds. It just automatically filled in the space behind me. As you get to a higher and higher level, that becomes more and more common. And before too long, once you get up into the high hundreds or even into 1,000, about half your garden will end up being planted by the time you get done harvesting. So it speeds things up, it rewards you, it gives you extra blocks, things like that. The other skills that are very useful are things for mining, excavating. Those are tremendously useful. They even provide some extra drops. So I'm going to teleport to a desert real quick. Oops, home mine desert. Go to a desert here and just show you that excavating can be very, very rewarding. It will drop extra blocks that normally aren't dropped, which can be very useful. In this case, starting off at a low level, it's glowstone. So you can see already I've gotten 3 glowstone just from doing a little bit of mining. Eventually, some of these blocks with excavating can even give you diamonds. I'll post a list on the website later of the exact configs I've set things to. So there's some extra blocks you can get, things like name tags. You can see already I'm getting quite a bit of glowstone. So glowstone actually has a pretty high drop rate. And again, I mean, if I'm looking here and I just mined all that and I've gotten a total of 15 glowstone dust, so I'm only getting 4 or 5 pieces of glowstone here. It's not super broken by any means, but it gives you a little bit more of an incentive, makes doing that type of stuff a little bit more rewarding. So that's excavation. Different types of blocks will give you different things. So if you go and you mine clay, you might get things like slime balls. If you mine soul sand, you might get things like quartz. Gravel has different drops. Sand has different drops. Dirt and grass and all that stuff just has a different drop that you can potentially get. So you can see my tree feller is now refreshed, so I can go back and knock down some more trees if I wanted to. The shovel has its own ability, so it's Giga Drill, and you can see I'm going pretty fast anyway with efficiency 4 on a shovel, but with Giga Drill activated, it's even faster. So sometimes this actually goes so fast that it will leave behind blocks that you won't even notice, that the game won't recognize. They'll look invisible, and sometimes you might have to relog for that. But that's just part of it. There's lots of different things you could do with this. So the other couple things that we have, things like archery. As you get stronger and stronger, your arrows will do more damage. So my bow is already pretty powerful and will one-shot most of these things. But if I get up into, say, 100 or 200 in my archery, then I'm looking at killing most of any of these mobs one hit. Even some of the bosses won't take much to kill them with your bow after that. There's also swords. So as you attack things, let's go down here real quick. If my swords continues to increase, I will do more and more damage to them, which just makes it easier and easier. So it's just like any normal RPG-esque type of game. You're rewarded for doing your skills. You gain some blocks. You gain some more experience. It makes your life just a little bit easier for doing these things. Okay, so the main purpose of doing this video was just give you a brief overview and those commands. So MC rank will show you your total rank. So right now I'm power level 1, but we just created this. MC top will show you exactly where everyone else, where their skills are, and then you can do the specific skills like, say, herbalism, and it will give you a lot of information about them. You can even do things like, I believe it's herbalism, top herbalism, which will, MC rank herbalism. Well, anyway, there's a way to list the actual who's the top of a specific rank, say top 10, what they are. So it creates a little bit of competition as well. Friendly competition to see who could be at the top of that list, who has the strongest excavation skill or mining skill or even alchemy skill. And it really adds a lot of gameplay to the server, and that's really what my favorite part about this plugin is. So please let me know if there's any problems. Let me know if something seems too broken in the config or too easy. Let me know if something seems just too hard. Okay. So thank you for watching. Appreciate it, and please provide us some feedback.